Things you need to change in your life to feel more beautiful that are not beauty related. I love this topic because I work in beauty, so I work with, beauty trends, beauty products every single day. Every single month, there's new products coming, new brands launching, makeup, skincare, and I'm constantly trying, and I love all of this. And yes, it does help you feel beautiful because you have good skin, you have good makeup, and you feel beautiful. But the most important things that you need to remove from your life and change that actually will result in you feeling extremely beautiful are not product related. And number one thing that when you remove from your life, you're gonna feel beautiful is toxic relationships. And that involves like everything: boyfriends, friendships, family. You have to think about the people around you. Think about your best friends, think about your family, think about your boyfriend. How do they make you feel? Do they make you feel beautiful? Do they make you feel like you're beautiful, you're a good person, you have good qualities? Do they make you feel special? Because if they don't, if somehow they make you feel that you are not beautiful or not special, then you should reevaluate if they're worth keeping in your life. Because honestly, the times in my life that I struggled the most with my self-confidence and like loving myself was when I dated men that didn't love themselves, or when I dated people that were so like insecure that they had to put me down so they would feel better about themselves. And it wasn't just in relationships, like I struggle with that in friendships as well. And when you're friends with someone for long time, like lifetime, 10 years, I don't know, you will see them going through phases, and you will see the best, and also you will see the not good sides of them. And I believe that in friendships we also have unconditional love for our best friends, and we're gonna be there for them when they're not going through the best times and when they are going through the best times. And a lot of the times when they are going through really good time in their life, you are not, and vice versa. And as a good supportive friend, you have to feel happy for them. It's natural to feel happy for them even when you don't feel happy for yourself. So these are like really important things you need to observe in friendships. A lot of the times we have friends that we've been friends for our whole lives, and then suddenly you're no longer friends. Like you grew apart, or that friend started patterns that you didn't like, or kind of pushed you away, or or vice versa. And that's okay. But I think just the most important thing in friendships is to see how your friends make you feel. And it's okay to realize that sometimes certain friends won't make you feel beautiful and loved and cared for and special. And if that's the case, maybe just analyze how you feel when you're with them, how you feel when they talk to you, how they talk to you, if they actually have your best interest in mind, which is like a very important thing. Us women, friendship, it's a whole nother level for us. I'm sorry for the guys, but like women, when they're real friends, when you have that like best friend circle, it's just like the most empowering and beautiful thing. I am not married. I've never been married. So I had a lot of time in my life, and I'm in my 30s, to, not that if you're married you don't have time, you do too, but for me, I've always had this time to focus on my friendships, and it became priority. And I know one day I'll be married and it will still be priority to keep my best friends and my time with my best friends, because as a woman, I think that's also one of the ways I recharge. I recharge my feminine energy, I recharge my beauty, I recharge like my best qualities, because I have these special friends that when I'm with them, I am myself and I love who I am when I'm with them. So think about it, how your friends make you feel, because it is contributing a lot on how you feel about yourself. So I think, yeah, these are like, relationships play a big role on how you feel about yourself, and it's perfectly fine. I'm gonna close this window because it's so loud. It's perfectly fine to walk away from friendships and relationships that don't make you feel good. I'm not gonna go too in depth about like boyfriend and girlfriend, marriage relationship in this video, but I'm happy to talk about that in another one, because toxic relationships, like men and women together, it's another topic and it affects much more than just your confidence. It affects a lot of other areas, so it's more complex to talk in this one. Another very important thing to look at and remove from your life is, when you want to feel beautiful, is people that are constantly competing with you. And a lot of the times these are not friends. Like, most of the times they're not going to be friends. Like, it's going to be very clear to you. Like, it can be colleagues, like from work. It can be people that like go to the same clubs and activities as you, that mostly you only see them there, unless of course you are like playing sports. But other than that, like, pay attention to people that are constantly competing with you, because I don't know, I'm not a competitive person and I focus on my own personal goals, and I'm not trying to compare myself. Competition a lot of the times is connected to comparison, and for us women, a big thing is when people are comparing us, and unfortunately it's very common when you have a sister or a best friend or a colleague, and just other people, maybe not necessarily you or your friend, but other people competing you, like telling you, oh, but like she does better, but this and that. One thing I learned about myself, especially when it comes to my physical appearance, is if I wanna achieve a goal, for example, I don't know, I wanna lose a little bit of weight, or I wanna let my hair grow a little longer, or wanna change a little bit my hair color, something like this, I look for inspiration in my own photos. So I don't go, I mean, obviously sometimes, yes, I do look at other girls' hairs and I think like, oh, this would look good on me and I'm gonna use that as an inspiration. That's totally fine to do. But there's a lot of things that a lot of the times I'm like, certain physical things about somebody else are not, for me, it's not possible to be like that person or to achieve that look, because my shape, my body, my face, my hair, I'm made differently. I have another structure. So if I want to change something, I usually go back to a time where I knew I was like, oh, like that is my standard of myself. Like, I want to look like that. What did I do to look like that? What was the makeup I wore that day? Let me recreate today. What was the hairstyle I did last time? I want to recreate. Mostly, I will be honest, it happens with my body too. Like, oh, I looked and felt amazing in that time, so let me go through that pictures and inspire myself to get there again. So I use myself as my inspiration to look my best, because if I go and look at other girls' body and I try to have the same, it's gonna be very hard. There are times where I see, oh, she has like very similar structure than me, like I can tell, but most of the times, like, you know, you want something you don't have, and that sometimes it's not achievable. And that's frustrating, and that's gonna bring you down because you're gonna be pointing at that thing. Let's say, like for me, it was my arms. Like I wanted to have very skinny arms. And I don't, like my arms are bigger. So if I look at a girl with very thin arms and I was like, I want to have that, I want to have that. Well, like, I don't know, like I would have to starve myself, and I don't even know if I can get there. So this is something that in my 30s I changed my mind about that. I love my arms, I accept my body, I love how I look. And yes, and like my weight fluctuates like everybody. So sometimes I'm like, oh, like look at how I looked when I went to Italy, and I love how I felt and how I looked, and I want to feel that way again about my body and about myself. And it's not just about the body itself, but the mind that I had in that trip, and I want to feel like that again. That's just an example, and I hope it makes sense. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying here in this video. I'm just keeping it very raw. I realize that I love talking about confidence and beauty, and I think when I do that, it's very healing for me because I'm sharing my own experiences, and somehow if someone can relate, it feels really good. So I'm gonna keep talking about beauty in general and my views and my reflections. I am constantly working, as I said in the beginning of this video, I'm every day working with women. I see women every day and I help them to pick things that will make them feel beautiful and empowered. And I hear from all of these different women, guys, from like ages of like 15 to 70, 75, and I hear them talking about their skin, their makeup, their bodies, their hair, and it's just, to me, I feel like so blessed that somehow I get to help somebody to feel a little more confident every day. And my job just really inspired me to come here and talk about this. So I have a lot of ideas and I will be sharing here. Thank you so much for watching. You can follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I am always posting things about confidence, my life, romanticizing my life in Santa Monica, living alone in my 30s, and yeah, see you next time. Bye.